Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about what I would sell on Amazon if I only had $2,000 to start this business. It's going to be a good one. Sure, stick around to the end. Sure to like and subscribe down below. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So we're going to move over into my computer here and we're just going to type in a simple term. I guess we'll go with like decor. Real simple, real broad. And I just want to get a quick example here of what we're going to be talking about today. So ideally, even if you don't have the awesome tools like Jungle Scout or Helium 10 to find products, you could find products this way. This isn't really a product research video. It's more about the criteria of what I'm looking for in a product. And it's more specifically one piece of criteria that tends to cater to lower budgets. So when I look through here, one of the things that I might do first is just look for someone with low reviews. It means Amazon's testing them out. They're pushing them up on some of the broader search terms here organically. Like we see, that's 14 reviews. Probably not going to stay there for a while. Top rated from our brands. It's actually Amazon's private brand, so that makes sense. But I'm sure we could find another example. I see this kind of stuff all the time. Like this, 4 reviews, right? They're probably not actually there. Another one, 4 reviews. You test these out. So I'm sure we'll be able to find something really quickly. Why don't we go with this? We'll check this out. The first thing that I'm going to want to do here is I'm going to just really quickly want to pull up whatever tool that you have. I have Helium 10 X-Ray. You can pull up Jungle Scout, Helium 10, Viral Launch, whatever is one I'm going to be using. Just quickly view how many units they're selling per month. This one's selling 158 on one variation, 181 on the other. You'll notice their revenue is quite small. It's actually 1,500 and 2,000. Let's say we were at a 40% margin. One that's at 2,000 would be making, a little less than $1,000 per month, $800 per month or so in profit if they're at a 40% margin. That is actually the kind of thing that I would sell. A lot of people are shocked because, I started my first product with less than 2,000, 1,300. In my first month, I made almost $10,000 in profit, $15,000 in sales. That was mostly luck. Really good opportunity. It's not strategic. It's not scalable. You can't count on that happening every time. So what I would do, honestly, this is my opinion, I would sell a product that I can afford to keep in stock, something that I could reorder and not have to worry about affording the inventory. We're looking at the price tag on these, $9.99, $11.99. A lot of people overlook that price range, right? Even if you're only making $4 per unit, it's all relative, right? If you're making $4 per unit and the product is $10, that's a 40% margin still. You're not probably going to quit your job from that product, but if you're trying to start this business and get your feet wet, I really don't see anything wrong with selling products that only make 3 to 5 sales per day, and selling things that you can keep in stock, things that aren't going to, keep you up at night thinking about how you're going to pay for that next shipment. I think it's actually better to have a product that's making $800 per month in profit consistently in stock than something that has the potential to make $8,000 per month in profit that you can never fund. You don't have a credit line, bad credit. You only have, the amount of money you have. You can't get access to more funds. Friends don't have money for loans. All those things go into this, right? I was actually really grateful when I started because my girlfriend loaned me money to make my next order. That's how broke I was at the time. $1,300 was everything that I had to invest into this business. Spent it all on inventory and the listing. The product started selling really well. She covered the next shipment for me, and I paid her back with the money that I made from that. But a lot of people aren't fortunate enough to have something like that in place. If you're solo out there trying to do this thing, I would look at something like this. So I would come into any category, and I would start looking for a market. This is very broad. I'm just looking here to give you an example. But the main thing that I would be looking for is new sellers in a market where there's not a lot of options, making 3 to 5 sales per day minimum. Ideally, a price point. If they're making 3 to 5 sales a day of a product that's $100, right? You're probably not going to be able to keep up with that. You're not going to be able to order enough of those. But if they're selling something, you don't have to sell $11.99, by the way. You can do this with a $30 product too. The point is, as you go up in price, make sure the unit sales per month are coming down, because with $2,000, you have to be realistic with yourself. You got to fit in photography, you got to fit in copywriting, you got to fit in, everything that goes into making a listing look good and making customers buy that listing, not to mention the inventory itself. So there is a lot that goes into this. Think about all of those things and make a wise decision. Don't get caught up in, keeping up with the Joneses and selling things that it's going to look cool online, or like you're going to be able to, show a screenshot of a $8,000 sale in a month. Like, that stuff doesn't matter. If you want to build a real profitable business, do it the right way. Start with a product that you're going to be able to keep in stock, something smaller, and then work your way up, right? As that starts paying some bills, you're able to set some more money aside. Maybe that's covering your car payment and your insurance or something. You don't have to worry about that. I wouldn't be using it for that, obviously. I'm just saying that the equivalent amount of profit. Start setting more money aside for the business, or start just stacking the money that one's making till you have enough to invest into another one, and then do another small one, right? If at first you don't have a lot of money, it's going to be slower. Money is basically an accelerant, right? You can use it to grow very quickly. Okay, a lot of people don't think about it that way, but that's all it does. It's basically like fuel. If you have a lot of fuel, you can go far and you can go fast. You don't got a lot of fuel, you got to conserve your energy, got to plan out that trip smart. Think about, what gas stations you're going to hit across. You have a limited amount of money to spend on that fuel. And that's basically what you're doing here. And that's what I would recommend doing, is just starting with something that's achievable. Don't do the flashy object. Don't try and be the lucky success story that does 10K their first month, but then can never keep it in stock again. That's not worth it. Just do something simple, something you can keep in stock, and you'll be all right. That's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to leave a like down below if you enjoyed it, and a dislike if you didn't. And as always, I'll be seeing you here on the channel next time for another one. Thanks so much. Later.